I appreciate the help, Squeaks. Let me know how much I'm supposed to bill you for this one too now.
What?
Let me know how much I'm supposed to bill you for this one too.
No problemo. I'm sure you'll be in the black with it.
Okay. Hello? Yes, it is. Okay. Oh yes, ma'am, that'll be fine. Yeah, that's not a problem at all. Yeah, thanks for checking though. Okay, thank you. Bye. So yeah, Goodman is now making these 16 SEER package units. I'm sorry, it's actually an Amana, not Goodman. Of course it's not Goodman. 2-stage. Supposed to have a true ECM motor in the Amana. The Goodman has a X13 style motor in it. They're all 2-stage. And they make these in half sizes, which is neat. I wanted to do a 2.5 at this house. It was such a close difference. Dad felt better about doing the 3-ton. I wanted the 10.5, running about 1200 CFM just to keep the ducts as dry as possible. But it should do pretty good. Yeah. Oh, shoot, sorry about that, guys. But it's nowhere close to flooding the pan, and it's coming out the drain. Hey, you got a 5/16 bit in your pocket? See, I was just telling them that I really wanted to do the 2.5-ton 2-stage 16 SEER, which have to remember they make these in half sizes. Let's see what the controls look like. Oh yeah, see, it's got a true, there's my true ECM board. It's definitely got a different motor, even though they told me it didn't have the same motor. Yeah. Actually, it's a nice, is that a GE motor? Yeah, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Stop saying good things about Amanda.
A Gentech Eon. The nice ECM motors. It's not even a Chinese broad ocean. So check that out.
What's wrong with you?
Yep.
How's my drain fan?
Drain's good. You can look. It's coming out the drain and it's nowhere close to flooding. You want this? So we got a good slope this way.
Got a little
Guys.
dip diverter on the slips on the
Yeah, they finally did that because
Nice.
all our old units would, the insulation would look all rotted there.
Cool, cool, cool. Let's put a squirt around on it.
Yeah, let's see what we're gonna do as far as elbows. Where did it go? Is it over there?
I got a half elbow here. No squirt around.
Oh, it's over here. Now that's a true square to round. No, we don't buy those garbage. Garbage, Goodman, squared arounds.
We only buy real squared around.
That is gonna be tricky there.
Oh, we gotta go back further.
Go forward on the pad. Well,
We can come back up to it once we get there. Get it screwed together, then see if we gotta move the pad back.
yeah, I reckon we could go ahead and screw it. Do you have screws? Probably not.
I don't have any in that bucket still. Hold this thing for here real quick.
Let's see what does this do for us? Huh? Does that help?
I don't know.
I don't know. Not really. Maybe this would help more.
I can wonder if no elbow's actually better.
Yep.
Let's try with nothing on it. Let's just try it all first.
Okay, but let's just try with this one. I want to see what this one does. This one's got a lot more slope to it.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll go all the way to the front of the pad. Gosh, it's gonna stick out so far.
Yeah, we might be able to butt it. We're gonna try the flex by itself and see if it's more forgiving than the elbow. Hold on to it and let me go get some screws.
Okay. Start out real quick. Oh, you know, well, I guess we can burn it. I actually brought a little torch to burn it.
I think it'll stick.
Oh, I guarantee it's got oil on it, just like every other painted air
Guarantee?
handler does.
Alright, man. You see the drill, put a quarter in it for me.
We're gonna need bit tips, I think, Dad.
I think so. Let's try one. Let's see if she goes in there. Want to see the hole? Maybe you can hit the hole. See? See the hole?
I don't know. Did I even get anything?
No. Take it out. Go a different place. Cool.
How far away is this from the house? Though? It's like a mile.
Right there.
It's like a mile away from the house.
There you go. Let's see if we can tighten it up.
Should not have made those so long.
What's that?
Should have made them like 12 inches or less.
Pull your flex up to you. Let's see what it looks like.
Let's put the unit, this side's got to go back a smidge. Can we put the unit back a smidge till it's even with the pad? Your side could come out a little bit so it's even across. See, mine's almost flat. Yours just needs to come a smidge. Yep.
Let's see what our flex looks like. Just for the fun of it.
We should not have worried about that. Hold on. Let's flip this thing over some direction.
Let's just see what yeah, it's probably gonna be better than no one. Anything there. What do you think? I think that's a pretty eagle look halfway decent. Can you see inside from your surface though?
I'm gonna have to take the this
Yeah,
heat
don't worry
strip.
about
I do want to look though, so we can look on the other side easy, and I want to look on this one too through the heat strip because it's definitely really bunched up on the bottom for sure. How did I expect you to get that one out?
What have we got? 2 inches to the house? Is that where we need to push it? Here's what it looks like down there. The first, as soon as you come off your elbow, is where it turns to
Yeah, because
That's okay.
it's bunched up, of course, because we're gonna cut some out. But let me also
Go
try and get a shot of what that looks like. Yeah, it ain't bad.
She's right about there.
Leave it. Yeah. Is it even on the pad?
Really not up as far as we're normally gonna, finish with it, but it's pretty dang close.
Why don't you roll that liner in real good, and we can have it out a little bit more so we can make these connections.
I'm just trying to get it up on there, and then we'll pull the inside liner up on this thing way far. Just to get it back to me.
But you want to be able to pull it away a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, but let's see what you like and through your hole there. That's as far as we're going to go with it, because that would give us a little bit of room to pull it back. Once it goes, we take the bottom out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Feed the top in. It's a little bit closed off, but it's not too, especially if we could let this be relaxed a little bit more.
Relax it and give us some slack. It's better if slack it is.
I need to pull that side of the liner in a little bit. Let's put a piece of tape on that one there, huh?
Is that where you want it?
Yeah.
Now you can fix it from the inside by messing with it.
A little bit you can. And then if we have a little bit of slack, when we push it back another inch, we can maybe smooth it out. So yeah. Kind of makes the bottom too far tucked in. Yeah. But that's probably about as good as we can expect. Have to move the hand. Curl that insulation back.
Alrighty, we'll put some more tape on it. We're happy with it. You want to zip it too, or just tape it?
Let's zip it a little bit. We'll zip it, we'll tape it, and then we'll zip around the tape. And that.
Far down. You reach. There. Put it back in your truck. How about zip? Oh, you got it. Have you ever been to a all you can eat restaurant? No? I gotta take you there and see what happens to you. That boy ate so much of it. This place is so.
There's a final shot of it. Hindsight's 20/20. I wish I lowered that pad some more and bring those ducts down. If I could do it all over again, that's what I would do, but it's not too bad. Alright, we got it back. This is low stage, 1063 CFMs. This is my blower amperage. I got my probes lined up good. Actually, it's not. Yeah, it is. 1063. Now I'm making note of this. Where's my marker? 1.8 amps. Oh. ESP is 0.45 to 0.48. Return. .12, say 0.13 supply. Is my compressor. See my subcooling's running about 0. There's some time to come up. Superheat's dropping to 8. Let's kick it at the high and see. High is going to be 12.
Got the singing heater cool.
Cool. I can actually run it in cool.
Nice speed or
This is high. So our superheat looks pretty good. 9. Our subcooling's a little low at 3. So we'll let it run for a while longer. See if that comes up. Probably mark it and then maybe return in the heat of the summer. We'll check.
filter, check the wheel.
Our static looks really nice though.
What do we get?
And low, just about 0.5. And high right now we're fluctuating a little bit between 0.6 and 0.7. So we got some high velocity. It looks like
It's our return.
the return static 0.44 stable. Stable. Our supply is leaving this unit really fast. That's why my gauge is darting around some. Actually, it's pretty. There it goes.
Almost 2.
Well,
Almost 0.2. Is that what we got? On the supply and a 0.4 on the return.
mm-hmm.
Let me pinch your hose a little bit. Does it help to pinch your supply hose a little bit
Why would I pinch it?
to try to get it to not fluctuate so bad? That'd help.
No, that would just lock it down into one reading. See, that would actually, see how it raised it?
Not all
Because
the way pinch, just trying to stop it from.
it doesn't really matter how much. It can be a small hose and it can be a mile long because all it's reading is pressure. It's not really flow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was kind of like our gauges. I was wondering if you know how your
Yeah,
needle
like-
starts curling crazy and you can restrict it a little bit, get a reading, but your gauges don't flutter.
But then you're not really sampling the true. See, yeah, I think it's just leaving kind of fast. 0.2 supply. 1250. Our low is 1063. So I kept our airspeed up and low just because the duct system, you know, definitely had to do some trickery.
What does it
Get
want to
that
have
done.
it in low if you get it to the
800.
highest tap possible?
850.
You may think it's calling for high all the time.
High does a dehum call. So instead of 65%, it does 85%.
What's our duct temperature?
I haven't gotten that yet, so I got the static. We can probe that now. Yeah, our subcoolants come up to 5. Our superheats come up as well to 12.
Just getting there. Should be right. Honestly, should have been the right distance on this one.
Well, you can't always assume that. You can't always assume that Goodman charges their units. It's not unheard of to have a package unit. Not be charged, right? I know, it sounds crazy.
It does.
I'm gonna drop it back into low. And see what my numbers do.
Let's get a hit pressure of an R22.
Yeah. What's interesting is this fan motor doesn't change speed on this one.
That's a fan.
Yeah, usually they have
6-speed, yeah.
2-speed motor, but that might be why our condensing pressure drops so much in stage 1. Well, we've come back to 3 degrees subcooling, 15 degrees superheat. We'll see how that changes. Did Marcus call you at all yesterday? He wants to use the roto brush.
Brush, not the neg gear.
Yeah, that's why I told him that the neg air would take some training to get to use that. He said he just has like a 6 and a 7 or a 6 and a 8 supply drop that he wants to clean. But even then, you kind of got to show him how that cable likes to come undone and stuff like that, you know.
Down here, or is it out of town?
I think it's in Tallahassee. Wires. Here's another case of running higher than factory CFMs and nailing my target. If I ran this thing at factory CFMs, we'd be way under. This is low stage. nailing my 6.3 enthalpy. Here's another case too of how floor supplies and low returns, how much that skews your return temperature. It's like 75 degrees in the house. See that? That is another case of how floor grills and low returns really affect your performance, because it's like 75 in the house, but my return temp 68.4. That's why you don't really get the capacity out of these machines that you could.
Yes, that's great. You gain some, you lose some. You gain no buck loss.
But that's why I'm going to keep pushing you to go smaller capacity, because we're kind of fighting this. We need to move more air than ever before to fight that cold return air temperatures. It's coming back.
That's why we got the thing, because we're slipping.
I could have set the 2.5 up the same way as this one.
I'm going to give us a little hotter. A couple degrees colder supply, so they get stirring in there and see what that's moving. They should stir up from there.
But it's still, you're still never gonna like mix the air down at the floor level to where the air comes out, it comes across the floor, it goes in the return.
Yeah. So just tell them to crawl around their house.
Right, I usually tell people that.
See the dogs that we have.
And that's another case why people with this kind of a duct system, they have to run their units set colder to feel comfortable.
Yeah, but people care about the dogs more than people.
Well, they're kind of cold though. Poor dog, 68 degrees in the house.
You asked me.
Yeah, I did. Nailing my target. You know, 30,000 capacity right now. Now I'm not nailing my target anymore, and I'm running 1250 and high. I'd probably have to ramp this thing up to 1350 or so to get this target down. Almost 2 degrees colder. And there's my enthalpy. Still cool. Just the pure temp. Okay, so 67.8 coming in, 49 leaving. 49, that's cold.
Chilling,
See,
dog.
that doesn't make duck sweat.
Chilling,
But
dog.
okay, so this is 1250 CFM, and I'm still about 2 degrees colder than I should be. I'd have to ramp this thing up even stronger.
1300. I thought we were gonna do 1320. I thought we were gonna do 1320.
Well, then I'd have to sacrifice some on my low stage. The higher I go on the high, the higher I go on the low.
What's the low
and
right
it's
now? 1050.
10, so it'll be even higher, and then my teat's nailing it on low. I mean, it's perfect. The target temperature's nailing it. So that's where it's going to live most of its life. I can tell these people set it and forget it because that heat was running all day long when they were gone. Remember when we were working here?
Was it heat or was it just fan?
I think they left it in normal heat, so it could never really get to the set point.
Oh, yeah.
So I could tell that they always...
Circulate now. But that would help them on this one too. What's the
No, I don't
fan
want them to
speed
do
at?
that.
What's the fan speed on this one?
Low, but that's going to drive their humidity way up.
Humidity would be high.
So I didn't even let that happen. I didn't. Fan on will not work because I don't want them to just accidentally be driving their humidity up all summer. It's a new thermostat, and maybe they'll hit it. So yeah, you know, that's why I'm kind of like, I'm big time on the lower compressor.
Yeah, but
Lower compressor, higher fan speed and high, and we probably could have got the capacity's 30,000 on this thing in low. That's what it's working out right now.
So
And
we,
the capacity right now, let's see,
so what happens if you move your fan speed up, put your dip switch up one more?
well, it jumps it up another, I forget, but about another 100, 150.
How close to the highest are we? And then what's our static going to be at that point?
Yeah, it's gonna be higher. It's gonna. I like the way it's living in low right now, so I really want. Let's 6.75 times 12. times 4.5. Yeah, we're doing like 38,000 in high. That's pretty, I mean, yeah.
That's pretty dang efficient. With a what size compressor?
30. 8 amps. I guarantee you that's nothing compared to what their old unit was pulling.
And that is extremely wonderful. I cannot believe this thing can reduce 30. How much you say?
29,000 in low with 5 amps of compressor.
And how much now?
38.
That's pretty dang good. That's what I would have thought the 3.5 would do these days.
So let's see. Yeah, our target's still about 2 degrees colder.
That's pretty good actually. I like that chilling temp. So long sweating up.
And maybe next time you won't be so scared though to do that on this kind of a house. But it could be a little bit better.
2 degrees, I mean, that's a good cold temperature and high. What's the temperature in low?
It was, well, my target was, it nailed it. It was right on the money. So you got to really, if I had let it be the 800, I would have been 2 degrees colder all the way around, you know? And my enthalpy difference. So basically that means it's still dehumidifying pretty good, even though it's doing more CFM than they engineer them to do.
That'll be dehumidifying. What evaporator temperature you got? Evaporator temperature's an R22.
40? Yeah, but you got to remember, Dad, the return air is 67 right now.
No, I don't want the 60 done. We can always go up on the speed.